What if the biggest thing that's holding you back in your life and your business isn't the economy or the social media algorithm or your competition or whatever that is, but it's actually the rules that you have put on yourself that's holding you back? I know that's kind of a lot to just wrap your head around, but trust me, I just experienced this for myself in my own business, and it was incredibly empowering to realize these rules and these lies that I was telling myself about success and then rewrite those rules. I actually have an exercise that I went through, and I'm excited to walk you through that in this video today so that you can reach higher levels of success in your life, whatever that looks like, and reach that next level. I recently have gone through a huge business pivot where I've been having my brand and this YouTube channel under a brand name of Curious Themes, and I'm now pivoting to my own personal name, Elle McCann. I've had my business name for 15 years, and honestly, it felt like I couldn't pivot, even though the name wasn't aligned, even though the goals weren't aligned with where I wanted to go next in my life. It felt like I was already down this path. I had been doing the same thing for so long that there was kind of this sunk time, and why change when I'm known for this? And I felt really stuck. And that's why I found this whole entire exercise really, really helpful to uncover these lies. So let's just talk real quick about what these lies may be that you're telling yourself, or these rules that you're putting in place for your life and for your business. It could be something like, to be a real entrepreneur, whatever that is, I have to have this big team and I have to have so many employees to be successful. Or maybe in your mind, being a real entrepreneur is being a solopreneur, and that you have to do everything by yourself because you're the only one that can do it right. And you gotta hustle 24/7 and work 14-hour days or whatever it is. And that's what success looks like. Maybe you have the lie that success looks like 7 figures per year or 8 figures per year, instead of success looking like a more comfortable lifestyle where you have more flexibility and freedom in your life. Maybe you think to be successful, you have to look a certain way. I experienced this many different times in my life, and I feel like this is one of my main sets of kind of imposter syndrome that keeps coming up. My first real example of this was the first time that I flew first class. I felt really good and excited about myself because I had upgraded my ticket. It was a long distance flight across the country, and I was able to fly first class, and I was there in my comfy, cozy clothes, had my glass of champagne to celebrate taking off. All of these things, was really, really excited until this beautiful woman walks in heels and a colored suit, and she just looked like the epitome of success in my mind. And she was in first class as well. And instantly I could feel it in my body going, oh my gosh, you're not supposed to be here. They're gonna figure you out. You're way too comfy to be in first class. Get your sweatpants back in economy. Like, hurry, run before someone says anything. Now, obviously, I knew that I had paid and was allowed to be there, but that was one of those clear moments of like, okay, I'm defining success as looking this way, where honestly, I hate high heels. I'm never wearing high heels. So if I'm defining success as high heels and a suit, I don't own a suit, and I also hate high heels, well, then that doesn't seem like I'm setting myself up for success, does it? And it takes me actually redefining what success looks like for me. I'm a jeans and a t-shirt kind of gal, and that's totally okay. And I can still be a successful business owner wearing whatever I want. I had to experience this again on my YouTube channel and deciding that I was going to create different types of content. I've been on YouTube for 10 years out of my 15-year business journey, and I've posted over 300 videos all about Shopify and how to grow your online store. A lot of those videos were step-by-step tutorial videos, and it was a lot of instruction, a lot of behind the scenes, how to set up shipping and taxes and all of these things. And I found that I was putting on a certain persona. I would straighten my hair and put on a full face of makeup, and I would dress a certain way because I didn't want flyaways, and I wanted to seem professional, and I wouldn't really show my tattoo, and I wouldn't curse. But honestly, I do curse sometimes, and I have curly hair, and I don't really wear a lot of makeup. And it felt like I was having to put on this armor to show up online, where I wanted to just actually show up how I authentically am. And it took a lot to actually go through and transition and say, okay, I'm allowed to show up this way. I'm allowed to look this way on my YouTube videos as well. Flyaways be damned. Also, with this whole transition, it came up in terms of I'm not allowed to pivot my content. I've posted so much step-by-step tutorial videos over the last 10 years, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I cannot post another set up your shipping video. I just can't. I do this day in, day out for clients, but I can't record it and take you through the process again. I'm so over it, and I want to create a different type of video online. But it came up as a rule that I was putting on myself, that I'm not allowed to pivot and change my content because everyone's expecting this one thing. They're expecting the tutorial L and not the business mindset L. And I can't change because then everyone's gonna be upset. It's so sneaky how all of these rules or these lies that we tell ourselves can really seep into our lives. Whether it's in business or in your personal life, it can be things that you put in place years ago that may have served you at that time, but no longer serve you. And it's time to reevaluate what's actually serving you for your life, what you want to keep, what you want to change out to get to that next level. Okay, so I'm going to take you through an exercise that I found incredibly life-changing. But I want you to play along, okay? So you're gonna need some supplies, I know, but I promise it's gonna be worth it. Okay, so I'm gonna need you to get a piece of paper, a pencil, and a colored pen or a colored pencil. I promise it's gonna be fun, so just pause the video, get the supplies, and come back. And don't try and do this on your tablet or your phone. It's not gonna have the same effect. Don't just say, oh, I'll watch now and do it later, because you're not. You're gonna forget, you're busy, I know you. I know, okay? Because I'm you as well. And I save videos and I say I'm gonna do things and I don't. But this is worth doing, okay? So go get the supplies. Okay, now that you're ready, I'm excited to take you through this. So first off, take out your piece of paper and I want you to write in pencil all of the rules or the lies that you feel like you are holding on to in your business. So this could be something like, I'm not allowed to change my prices because people won't be able to afford that. Or I can't talk about this thing because that's not what my audience expects from me. Or I have to keep selling this best-selling product even though it's not really aligned anymore and I'm not interested in selling it. Whatever it is that comes up for you, whether it's about your appearance, your business, your personal life, your family life, relationships, anything, write down those on the piece of paper and just fill it up. Go crazy. Fill it up and write in it with your pencil, okay? So now that you've taken that time to write out everything, you want to just take a second to look at the paper. Read through all of what you wrote and ask yourself, is this actually true? Do I actually believe this to be true about my life? Okay, so now that you've read through your list and you've let it sink in a little bit, I'm guessing you're gonna feel some heaviness. You're gonna feel some things that instantly just don't work. I felt this as well, as kind of a just weight that I was carrying around with me. And that's why this next step is so important, because we're gonna actually be releasing this and you're gonna feel some of that lift off. Okay, so now I want you to take your colored pen or your colored pencil, whatever fun color that you've picked out, and I want you to actually go one by one through all of the items that you wrote out. I want you to write over top of it what you choose instead. So instead of maybe saying, I have to keep selling this best-selling product, you write over it, I'm allowed to evolve and my business is allowed to change. Instead of saying, I can't charge more for my products or services, write over that and say, my customers are excited to buy from me because I offer valuable solutions. Go through each of these items and write over it what you choose to believe for the next step. Rewrite those rules. Get out the lies and write new truths for yourself. I promise as you go through this exercise, you're gonna feel the weight lift off. I know I did, and I think that you're going to as well. And I think this is also why it's so great to do it on pen and paper, because you can actually visually see the change in the color of the paper and you can see how you're rewriting those rules. So I hope that you have found this exercise helpful, and I would love to know, what is one lie that you are rewriting and what's that new truth going to be for yourself? I can't support you if I don't know, so comment below and let me know. I would love to support you on your journey in your business and in your life, and I truly believe that as more women come together and support each other, that's where we really rise above, and that's where we can grow together in our businesses and our lives. But I can't help you if you don't share, so make sure to share. And if you want more videos like this that are all about business mindset, entrepreneurship, and all of the things that go on behind the scenes of running a business, because honestly, mindset I think is key. I would not be able to be in business for 15 years if I didn't have my mindset in check. And clearly, I already talked about many ways where it got out of whack, but we're pulling it back in, so it's fine. But if you want more videos like this, then make sure to subscribe, and I would love to have you here for my journey. I'm changing things up a bit here, so I'd love for you to join me on my journey as well and grow our businesses together. Till next time.